Right, so moving along to verses from Surah 27. Tasin. These are the verses of the Quran recitation and a clear book as guidance and good tidings for the believers who establish prayer, give zakah, and of the hereafter they are certain in faith. Indeed, for those who do not believe in the hereafter, we have made pleasant to them their deeds, so they wander blindly. Those are the ones for whom there will be the worst of punishment, and in the hereafter they are the greatest losers. And indeed, you receive the Quran from the one wise and knowing. Mentioned when Moses said to his family, indeed, I have perceived a fire, I will bring you from their information, or will bring you a burning torch that you may warn yourselves. But when he came to it, he was called, blessed is whoever is at the fire and whoever is around it, and exalted is Allah, the Lord of the worlds. O Moses, indeed it is I, Allah, the exalted and mighty, the wise. And he was told, throw down your staff. But when he saw it writhing as though it was a snake, he turned in flight and did not return. Allah said, O Moses, fear not. Indeed, my presence, in the presence, the messengers, in my presence, the messengers do not fear. Otherwise, he who wrongs and substitutes good after evil, indeed I am forgiven and merciful, and put your hand into the opening of your garment at the breast, and it will come out white without disease. Among the these are among the 9 signs you will take to Pharaoh and his people. Indeed, they have been a people defiantly disobedient. But when there came to them our visible signs, they said, this is obvious magic, and they rejected them, while their inner selves were convinced thereof out of injustice and haughtiness. So see how was the end of the and corruptors, and we had certainly given to David and Solomon knowledge, and they said, praise is due to Allah, who has favored us over many of his believing servants. And Solomon inherited David. He said, O people, we have been taught the language of the birds. We have been taught the language of the birds, and we have been given from all things. Indeed, this is evident bounty. And guarded for Solomon were soldiers of the jinn and the men and the birds, and they were marching in rows. Until when they came to the valley of the ants, and ants said, O ants, enter your dwellings, that that you not be crushed by Solomon and his soldiers while they perceive not. So Solomon smiled, amused at his speech, and said, my Lord, enable me to be grateful for your favor, uh, which you have bestowed upon me and my parents, and to do righteousness of which you approve, and admit me by your mercy into the ranks of your righteous servants. And he took attendance of the birds and said, why do I not see the hoopoe bird, or is he among the absent? I will surely punish him with a severe punishment, or slaughter him unless he brings me clear authorization. But he, the hoopoe, stayed not long, and said, I have encompassed in knowledge that which you have not encompassed, and I have come to you from Sheba with certain news. Indeed, I found there a woman ruling them, and she was given of all things, and she had a great children. I found her and her people prostrate unto the sun instead of Allah, and Satan had made their deeds pleasing to them, and averted them from his way, so they are not guided. And so they do not prostrate to Allah, who bring forth what is hidden within the heavens and the earth, and knows what you conceal and what you declare. Allah, there is no deity except Him, the Lord of the great throne. Solomon said, we will see whether you were truthful or you were liars. Take this letter of mine and deliver it to them, then leave them and see what answer they will return. She said, O eminent ones, indeed to me has been delivered a noble letter. Indeed it is from Solomon, and indeed it is in the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. Be not haughty with me, but come to me in submission as Muslims. She said, O eminent ones, advise me in my affair. Advise me in my affair. I will not decide a matter until you witness for me. They said, we are men of strength and of great military might, but the command is yours, so see what you will command. She said, indeed, kings, when they enter a city, and they ruin it and render the honor of its people humble, and thus do they do. and thus do they do. But indeed, I will send to them a gift and see what reply the messengers will return. So when they came to Solomon, he said, Do you provide me with wealth? But what Allah has given to me is better than what he has given to you. Rather it is you who rejoice in your gift. Return to them, for we will surely come to them with soldiers, that they will be powerless to encounter, and we will surely expel them from therefrom expel them therefrom they expel them therefrom in humiliation, and they will be debased. Solomon said, O assembly of jinn, which one of you will bring me her throne before they come to me in submission? A powerful one from among the jinns said, I will bring it to you before you rise from your place, and indeed I am for this task strong and trustworthy. Said one who has knowledge from the scripture, I will bring it to you before your glance returns to them. And when Solomon saw it placed before him, he said, This is this is from the favor of my Lord to test me whether I will be grateful or ungrateful. And whoever is grateful, his gratitude is only for the benefit of himself. And whoever is ungrateful, then indeed my Lord is free of need and generous. He said, Disguise for me her throne, and we will see whether she will be guided to the truth, or will be of those who is not guided. So so when she arrived, it was said to her, Is your throne like this? She said, It is as though it is as though it was it. Solomon said, And we were given knowledge before her, and we have been Muslims in submission to Allah. And that which she was worshipping other than Allah had averted her from submission to him. Indeed, she was from a disbelieving people. She was told enter the palace, but when she saw it, she thought it was a body of water, and uncovered her shins to wade through. He said, Indeed, it is a palace, whose floor is made smooth with glass. She said, My lord, indeed, I have I have wronged myself, and I submit with Solomon to Allah, Lord of the world. And we had certainly sent to Tamar and her brothers Saleh, and saying, Worship Allah. And at once there were two parties conflicting. He said, O my people, why are you impatient for evil before instead of good? Why do you not seek forgiveness of Allah that you may receive mercy? They said, We consider you a bad omen, and those with you. He said, Your omen or fate is with Allah. Rather, you are people being tested. And there were in the city 9 family heads causing corruptions in the land and not amending its affairs. They said, Take a mutual oath by Allah that we will kill him by night, he and his family. Then we will say to his executor, We did not witness the destruction of his family, and indeed we are truthful. And they planned a plan, and we planned a plan, while they perceived not. Then look how was the outcome of their plan, that we destroyed them and killed their people all. So those are the houses desolate because of the wrong they had done. Indeed, and that is a sign for people who know. And we saved those who believed and used to fear Allah. And mentioned Lot when he said to his people, Do you commit immorality while you are seeing? Do you indeed approach men with desire instead of women? Rather, you are people behaving ignorantly. But the answer of his people was not except that they said, Expel the family of Lot from your city. Indeed, they are people who keep themselves pure. So we saved him and his family, except for his wife. We destined her to be of those who remain behind, right? We will pause there, and we'll continue this reading from this chapter tomorrow, just a couple more pages and a half, 3 more pages, right? Have a blessed evening, everybody.